Well, hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another fantastic episode of Let's Play Pokemon Leaf Green Nuzlocke. In this episode today, we're going to go and beat KOGA. But first, I want to grind a little bit. I honestly forget what Pokemon levels KOGA has for his Pokemon. So what I want to do is grind up here against some of Erica's junior trainers, quote unquote, because they are pretty difficult, and see if we can get just some of that out of the way first. That way we can get some, much needed experience here before we go and battle KOGA. And then I think after we beat KOGA, we'll get access to Surf. Maybe we'll do Surf. I don't know if we should do Erica first. I really have nothing good to go up against Alakazam. But the problem is I'm not going to have anything good to go up against Alakazam in the future. So I don't know, if the trade-off's really worth the squeeze there. I keep going back and forth on it in my mind, but I guess by the time next week's episode comes out, we will know. So with that being said, let's crack open a soda pop here. It is, a minute or two into the episode. 1 minute. Yeah, that's about right for me. You can see here we're doing pretty well against Slowpoke. I would expect us to do well against Slowpoke. Slowpoke's a pretty easy opponent. Scrambled gets leveled up. Scrambled could help against KOGA, so that's a big win for us. Another Slowpoke coming out, so let's send out Mole, so Mole can get some of that EXP. Yeah, get him some of that EXP. He's pretty low level right now, level 28. That's not terrible, honestly, for him being like a filler Pokemon right now. I would say he's not... I really don't want to go into the Elite Four with Mole. I have a feeling I'm going to. But we really don't have a good filler Pokemon that knows Cut right now. So I'm just sort of waiting on that. 2 Chain's huge Tri-Attack. I think Tri-Attack is pretty devastating to Slowpoke. Yeah, it's a pretty solid attack. And Water Gun's not doing much. So we're good there. Let's use Tri-Attack. And Tri-Attack has that added benefit that it could either paralyze, burn, or freeze an opponent. So that's always a nice bonus to know that that's there. I do think 2 Chainz is going to be our best bet against Alakazam, honestly. That's why I'm ranking him up a little bit more. Him and Jim, just because Jim is our starter Pokemon, a little bit bulkier than the rest of the Pokemon. The stats are just a little bit better distributed. I'm saying that just based off of it's a starter Pokemon. I don't know that as a fact, honestly, but it seems about right. It seems par for the course, so we'll go with that. Slowpoke uses Headbutt. It's pretty effective. Let's use Leech Seed. We'll Seed Slowbro, so that way we're taking in health each turn. And I mean, in theory, we should be taking in more health because it is a grass type move, but I haven't seen that play out. It would really be nice to get Scrambled like a Solar Beam attack. But Leech Seed might be more beneficial for end game kind of stuff, and Rest is definitely a big help. So it just, I don't know what approach we want to take on it. Is really my main thought there. It's just, do we want to go with give him a really strong grass attack so he could deal with water and ice type Pokemon? Or do we want to just keep the normal attack going? I think both methods have pros and cons, but at the end of the day, I'm really tempted to give him a really strong grass attack and just keep Rest. But I'm also a really aggressive player when it comes to Pokemon. I tend to just all out attack, and if that doesn't work, I die. So, not great for a Nuzlocke. The Elite Four is going to be a real challenge. It's going to be a real grind here at the end of the game, but that's to come, right? Mr. Mime. Mr. Mime's actually a fairly competent opponent. It can be, if it works right. Psybeam, that's what I would expect out of Mr. Mime. So Jim handles that quite well. That's what, honestly, I wanted to see out of this is, will Jim do well with psychic attacks? Because I think Jim's going to be my backup for Alakazam here. Yeah, but we only really have the Dark Move Bite, and Dark Move Bite is pretty crappy. So I got an Encore, which means I have to use Bite, which is fine because it's super effective. I don't care. I just don't know if Jim's going to be able to pull us through Alakazam right now. Like, that's my main fear. I mean, confident enough to put Mole in for Kadabra. But still, that's a big jump in, like, stats. And Dinos might be good, too. Just because Dinos knows Headbutt. Headbutt could do a lot of damage, but Psychic on Psychic isn't going to take a lot of damage. It's going to use... Yeah, Kadabra and Alakazam tend to have, like, odd things that they do. It's odd. But Headbutt's doing a fair amount of damage to Kadabra there. That might be my move for Alakazam, honestly, is use Dinos up against Erica. We won't be doing that this episode, but it might be effective next episode. I think Alakazam's level 50, though, which is going to be like a big hurdle to jump over. Here we go. I cut to this one. I had to go out and heal. But yeah, mostly through this episode we're steamrolling through this. Oh, and then there's a level 38 Hunter. So this should be a good example of like how underpowered we are, like what that's gonna look like. I put out Scrambled, which is a really bad move. See, the thing here is Shadow Punch is gonna be super effective against us. Yep. I don't even want to keep him in there. Like, I think if I use him, it's a really bad move. Holy shit, Average Joe, you decide to use him? Oh my god. Well, we also do super effective damage and we kill Hunter. Okay, that was a really close call. Dear God. If I was real clickbaity, I would make the title of this episode Scramble Dies, question mark, exclamation point, but I'm not going to do that. Now we need to get to the meat and potatoes here, right? Let's use 2 chains. Let's fly on down. Fuchsia City. That's where we can beat KOGA. Now, Koga's a pretty strong opponent right now. I haven't attempted him yet, but he scares me a lot. His offense has a lot on it that can really set us back. And I didn't... Like, this late in the game, it's, like, terrifying to say, I'm gonna start over with a new team. Like, if anything was to go catastrophically wrong, it would be horrible. I think I'm trying to find, like, a quick way to get to him, but you have to go over here, up all the way into the black section, Average Joe. Come on, man. Then down. Over. Because they want you to challenge this guy, yep. They need to go by this guy, so you need to go to the left of him, Average Joe. Come on, Average Joe. What are you doing? There we go. KOGA. Ah. So here we go. Now we're going up against KOGA. This is the main part y'all wanted to see. Another gym battle. Gonna send out Coughing. Coughing's not a big deal. I'd honestly hate to waste 2 chains on him, but it looks like I'm going to. I don't know. I don't know what his team really looks like in this game. Toxic. We don't want 2 chains getting that damage afterward. So we have to be careful there. So that poison could do a good chunk of damage. Each turn it looks like it's going to do what? Maybe like 5 points there. 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92. Yeah, 5 points. Average Joe. Doing the math up in here. Okay, Muck's coming out. I want to change. Dino should be able to really handle him. Yep. So let's send Dino's in there. Go up against Muck. Man, Muck's such an ugly Pokemon. Psychic should at least 2-hit Muck. I know he's a little bit higher, but... Oh, man. Oh, that was a critical hit, that's why, yeah. But now I have, like, no fear about Muck, because I know we outspeed him. As long as we don't have some bullcrap here where his evasiveness hits us. He uses a Hyper Potion, that's a good way to waste a turn. That's fine. I'll deal with that. So now we'll get to see how much Psychic really does without the crit. And it still does enough. So all we need to do is hit Psychic one more time. Did he hang on? No, he's dead. Okay. Okay. Coughing. Coughing should be pretty easy to deal with. Just hit him with Psychic once and he's done. There we are. And Wheezing. Wheezing's going to be a little bit more difficult. I thought he had a Venomoth. Maybe that was in the first game, Venomoth. Yeah, but Wheezing's level 43. That's still a pretty big jump. So we got to be careful here a little bit. I guess not. I guess Wheezing's special defense looks like shit. His attack's doing good damage, but he can't take a hit. So... yeah, I guess that's a victory for us. I don't mind it. I'll take it. And Dino's levels up. So maybe it is worth it to go after Sabrina next episode. I don't know. I'm really going to have to chew with that. I don't want to lose my team. Like, at this point, everybody's pretty solid except for Sandslash. But that is it for this episode. Ladies and gentlemen, I know there is about another minute left. But I haven't been posting videos lately, so my ending outro is not as polished as it used to be. If you like this episode, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. I just took a good chunk of time off here, so all that stuff definitely motivates me to make more videos, and I would greatly appreciate it on my end. But I'll step off my soapbox. Yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this episode. Like I said, this will be coming out of Thursday. Let's see. Yep. So by this point in time, the Super Mario series should be done. So you should be getting another episode of this on Monday. And then another episode on Thursday as well. As long as I've got things in my mind planned out the way that I want them to be. But yeah, that'll be the plan moving forward until we get through this game. And then I'm really excited for the new Pokemon game to be coming out. I pre-ordered one of the versions. I'll let you guess which one down in the comments below if that's something you're interested in partaking in. But we'll be playing through that and grinding through that. And then I think maybe we'll be moving to like Kingdom Hearts 2. I want to keep things really fun for myself so that way I don't hit a creative block like I did before. And am really invested in creating more videos for you guys. So I think that'll be the plan moving forward. Once again, really appreciate all you watching, and take it easy until I see you on the next one.